See.
Yeah, it didn't work.
I have that same Kirby shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, they're at Target. It's actually very comfortable.
We can talk about the video game.
Let's
Yay!
go.
They're starting on Final Destination, which I think is where most of their last set was played when they played at like Port.
Between like when I watch Sonix and Meister fight a lot in the coin boxes, where about 90% of the matches go.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I can see why both of them would like it. So far, I think Sonix likes it maybe a little bit more. Just kind of playing like
Sonix
a really
loves FD.
Oh yeah, just in general, but especially in the matchup too, right? Like Game & Watch has a couple of good options to land, but if you kind of play around them very effectively, which we've seen Sonix do time and time again, it does kind of work out. Look at all like the vertical combos that we're seeing. We're definitely going to be seeing a lot of those thanks to the lack of platforms.
We talked about it ages ago, it feels like, because we had the whole podcast intermission. This is number 2 and number 3 in the world fighting for 13.
I was literally just about to bring that up. Like, I'm just making the realization of where we're at in bracket. That just goes to show, like, how Supernova was this year.
Right.
It was a mess, but it was a very fun mess.
Yeah, and it's very interesting to see all the people who are still in winners. The graphic of like the Lumi rank compared to their placings or lack of placings,
out in losers
is wild.
hell.
And now we have 2 and 3 on the side stream. It's kind of wild.
And I think we know why.
Yeah, we're having a good time though.
Air dodge low from Sonix. He's going to die.
I don't know.
was-
Hopefully there's no like input lag or something going on.
Is
like,
Miya?
between the setups.
Okay, I thought Miya was about to homie stock, and he basically did.
Yeah.
We'll call that a homie stock. You put yourself on ledge versus Sonix for free.
I do think that was like incredibly uncharacteristic of Sonix though, so I don't know if he just got nerves because I think last year he kind
No,
of had like
he SDs once a set. This is normal.
I feel like I don't usually see that though.
He's getting it out of the way.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Pays the tax early.
It makes the homing attacks work later.
Yeah.
He actually's been tweeting goodbye home attack.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it though. The move is still too good in certain situations to give up, but
I feel like Ken is the homing attack master, and it only obeys him.
right.
Dude, homing attack is literally like the best and the worst move in the game at the same time. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's a couple moves that can fit that.
Yeah.
But there's
block is just the best move in the game.
Yeah.
There's also like Game & Watch up air, Game & Watch up B, Game & Watch nair, Game & Watch back air.
Neutral B is
Game
not bad
& Watch
either.
neutral. I have some opinions on this character, man. I hate
That's-
this guy. Not Miya, the character.
right.
Mia's cool.
Mia rules. Yeah.
Get him
Meister
outta here.
rules. Don't take that out of context.
I'm taking that out of context. Somebody clip that, send it to me, please.
That was huge. Real quick, the spring falls down, baits out the air dodge, and then Sonix just kind of traced Mia the whole time. Not a huge punish, but it did put me on the back foot.
That was actually just a little early in that forward tilt, too. He actually got punished for that dodges. But there we go. Now we got Sonix with a solid lead, especially after an SD at the beginning. That's not looking too bad.
We can't count the SD. Mia homie stocked.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
It was a fake homie stock.
Yeah.
But it was a
Homie
homie
stock.
stock.
Functional homie stock, but
A foamy stock, if you will.
I will
a
not.
faux me stock.
Yeah, that's.
No.
I know. I just said it slower and louder, so I get credit for the joke.
Great job, Last. Great
Wow,
job.
dude, so funny. I did raise him.
Yeah.
No, you did
It's
not.
his 15th birthday today.
You would go insane in the asylum that raised me, or whatever the quote is.
What a route. That was wild. Going all the way around, really invalidated that pressure that Miya had at the ledge, and it looks like Miya taking an interesting route as well. A very interesting game,
Very
to say the
interesting route.
least. I am not exactly sure what may have happened, but
The good thing is I'm not seeing anybody like talk to the TOs like there's some sort of
No,
problem
no, no,
going
I
on.
It was user error.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just- well, there's a lot of really big
Wait.
user errors going on.
If you work anywhere in like IT, you would know what a PEPCAC error is. So that's definitely what's going
I
on.
did
right
like 3 years of IT, and then like about 6 months as a job, and then I just never found another job.
oh,
I went to school, like high school was really just IT for me. So.
Yeah, a PEPCAC error, for those of you in chat, it stands for problem exists between keyboard and chair. And so it's what IT people use to call their clients stupid.
yeah, it definitely did seem like there were some nerves involved because to some of your earlier points, this is a big stage. These are two amazing players that really want to get back into the thick of things over on the main stage, want to make that run into top 8, maybe take the whole tournament home. But to meet each other here bright and early at the crack of noon. It's very tough. I know they're both thinking a lot of things right now, feeling a lot of things as well as we get into game 2 here on FD. Trying to slow it down a little bit, maybe be a little more methodical in the approach and a little more careful off stage.
I don't know if I keep going.
though.
I don't know if I keep going to FD.
Go somewhere with platforms, I would say, because like sharking underneath platform is so valuable for Game & Watch in general. Like Sonic is good around platforms, but Sonix is better on FD.
I wish I could see what the bans are, just to see like what options Miya had available to.
Right. Yeah, they are playing the classic and a unified rule set here, so the stage list is, you know, run of the mill, but those
PS2 counterpick though.
yeah, exactly. That's a big deal.
Oh, this is a much different game all of a sudden.
Ooh.
Oh, he still picks it up.
Dude, Sonic, like when Sonix is on like the advantage end of things, it's kind of crazy how far he can extend stuff.
Right.
Because a lot of it like does come from like user error as well, but like you got to be so perfect getting out of disadvantage against them.
Yeah, he's playing this very fast character. He's so proficient as just like throwing these options out like that's spring.
That was actually nutty.
Okay, forward air, incredible timing on the air dodge though to get around that and back to the ledge. Good stuff for Miya. We talk about how good that offense is from Sonix, but Miya still finds a way around it a couple of times, and what a pickup.
Why we drop in shield while Game & Watch is charging down smash.
You know what? It's just one of those things where you're just like, you see what the problem is, you know how to avoid it, but your brain just does the absolute opposite.
Right. So
He was trying to parry it, I know.
Sonix would be a really good heavy main. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I also think the parry was probably the option because we saw like just a little bit of extra charge on the down smash, but I think made it work. Good pickup though from Sonix. A lot of incidental damage though on this stock. 55 is not exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to get the lead back or at least back to even. So
it's always funny when I see certain dash attacks like kill because there's some dash attacks like I'm used to like Samus.
Instant dash attack.
Right.
Instant dash attack, yeah, it's pretty solid. Terry dash attack, and some of them are really like oomph. They got that oomph factor to take stocks, but Sonic dash attack is just something I don't usually see. But that was almost another down smash. Would have led to another stock for sure.
Yeah, just a few inches there on the left side. That roll to the left was so ambitious, but the roll to the right would the roll to the right would have been worse actually. So really good option picked there from Sonix, and they're back to it neutral. But Miya really good at calling out the lack of a spin dash, sneaking in a back air there.
I saw a tweet that I don't agree with talking about Miya specifically, and I think it also applies to Sonix as well, talking about how like playing these two players, you don't feel like you're losing. You feel like you make one tiny mistake, like you short hop instead of full hop, and then you lose the game off of it, or you lose the stock off of it. And it's kind of what's happening here. Like, Sonix went high above ledge. Oh no, you die.
Right.
It is actually really insane, though, about how strong of a game Sonix had starting this off, and one crucial mistake just led to Miya having a pretty solid lead here, assuming he's still living. Okay, he does. He gets back down the stage for a little bit longer. But yeah, there we go. This is where trouble begins.
Yeah, it's just the advantage state is so good that both players are so good at throwing these options out that cover one thing but are not necessarily committal enough so that they can go and do some more option coverage. But right there is a good one from Sonix. Evens up the stock. Not a ton of damage on this last stock for Sonix too. Could definitely make something happen here. One opening, and some of those vertical combos that we saw earlier could be just what we're looking for.
Into the nair too. Sonix inches away from taking back the percent lead in this game. The F tilt gonna bring us to 4% difference, and this is scary. Miya actually really nice drift away from the ledge, knowing that he would have enough extra drift after the up B to be able to still make it back. Sonix still pressuring though. The dash attack off ledge for Miya, gonna get him out of dodge.
There we go, that dash attack once again, but the up B out of shield, the punish. Very, very potent, very strong. Probably one of the best options in the game, to be real.
And Miya, though, looking for these back airs, and they're so close to hitting. Wow. Didn't take the stock. And the back air gets tech. That was wild.
And he buffered the heck out of that spring, trying to catch Miya not ready for it off of the wall tech. That was insanely smart, but even better for Miya to see that coming somehow and get away from it.
All right, what's the punish here? Just a few little hits.
How do you land? You don't!
Wow. The parry on the back air. Incredible timing. Gives him the chair, and what a comeback in that game, too. The FD pick looked questionable at the start of the game, but looked pretty solid after the lead switched over to Miya's favor.
I know, there's probably some people complaining about just the state of this game, but, I don't think a lot of people really understand how like minuscule some of the mistakes between these players become such big problems. Like these guys, like it makes sense that they're taking so long and neutral and to do any option, because as soon as one of them makes a mistake, they're taking like 80%. They're losing a stock. They're in disadvantage for 3 minutes. Like these two are so strong offensively and defensively, but mostly offensively, that it's such a hassle.
And I'd like to point out that at the end of that game, Sonix made one mistake, dash attacked Mia's shield, got upbeat for it, and then got juggled until the end of the game, could not land. Everything that he tried to get himself down from up above Miya got parried, not even just defended against. The sharking continued into that F-tilt for the stock and the game. That was just beautiful, no mistake play from Miya to murder Sonix off of one poorly timed dash attack.
Right, and now this is exactly what it leads to, some more methodical play in the neutral, because the advantage state is so optimized in so many regards from both these players and everyone else at the top of the game here.
And we're 30 seconds in with no hits. We know.
Well, like that's the thing though, is like this is really just one of those scenarios like both these players have such crazy burst options to get so much started out of it, though. Like, it actually makes sense. Like, yes, it might be a little bit boring to watch, but, like, it's actually, like, exciting if when you start to think about, like, the larger aspect of it.
Yeah, there's so much conditioning that goes in just from, like, the movement, too. If you get too used to some pattern of dashing in and out, or some special move that maybe is a bit more committal, like the spin charge, for example, that's all stuff that Miya can use, not even necessarily just for this game, but throughout the whole set, which is definitely going to be, from what it looks like, a big back and forth and a storied one, to say the least. Like right there.
Okay, listen. I said it before, like especially when Meister was really making the big name for himself, really taking Game & Watch up. If you see up smash from Game & Watch, dude, just let him charge it.
Yeah.
Let him charge it. Let him do it. Like, you don't have to do anything. Just let it go.
We literally already saw Sonix die because he tried to parry a down smash. Like, it happens.
Yep. Like, up smash is just like, I don't know what it is. It's like,
See, he didn't try and parry it that time. He just held.
It's like, Game & Watch up smash is like a bug zapper. I see every player try to punish it, and they all just die.
Like the orb of confusion. It's like, okay, big opportunity here. Should be able to find that air dodge.
Should be able to find the stock, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Whoa! I thought so, too. The late dash attack keeps it going,
that
too.
was his toenail.
Surprised that hit.
Just the point of the shoe. That was a misspaced grab ever so slightly.
He touched him like his arm. Yeah. He phased. He was moving too fast. He phased through the object.
Oh, and the chair, a great punish, too. Perfectly spaced. Tons of knockback on it. Can't really get around that. Now Miya has an opportunity to kind of mount a bit of a lead here, so Sonix is going to go back to that methodical play and look for a safe approach. But wow.
Ooh. And see, this is exactly what we're talking about. He's getting a little bit too predictable with the timing on his spin dash in, and so Miya is now catching him with those short hop fastball nairs. It's ruining Sonix's life.
Sonix is actually, I think, just playing way too panicked right now, and Mia's just on top of it. He knows he's got him back to the wall in the corner, and he's just doing whatever he wants. Like, because Sonic's now in a position like, I have to approach, I have to get the stock out of the way. That's not going to be able to do it, but Mia's just playing around that so beautifully.
I mean, we all know the vibes. We know what happens here.
The vibes are Game & Watch right now.
Right. Big move. Big down air. And I'm liking the use of the spring to kind of break up some of the aggression from Miya. But the problem is, if you don't find a way back down after the spring, you get caught in that vertical combo that we've seen. I love that, Chad. Just cooking a little bit.
I was expecting actually a lot more off of the jab 2 reset, because there's so much stuff that the opponent can panic and do, and then you can react to right after. But Sonix staying calm. Not for long on that second stock, though, because he gets caught jumping in with the down smash yet again. Miya up tilt on the platform, showing off the flags.
It's really funny. You're like, Sonic remains calm. The timing was really perfect.
So calm as he screams in agony, but quick 40.
He was getting like a realignment, he was going for a chiropractor.
Feels good, Doc.
Yeah, great, thank you. My hedgehog at the chiropractor is just about even in percent here, despite, a pretty solid deficit of the full stock. But we talked about how good the advantage state can be. It's also true for Sonix, although we've seen fewer opportunities in this game. We've had that early edge guard that looked just so confident, so fluid. If we get to a position where Sonix can find some sort of opening and knock me off stage, we could get right back to even, no problem. But it looks like we're going to be very careful about how we find that opportunity over on Team Sonix so far.
Right now, yeah, dude. Oh, from the bomb to the fire.
How often do you see somebody catching spin dash in, not just with like a parry, but with a smash attack?
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, both of these players do have a lot of experience against the other's character, not necessarily against each other. So, like, there's a lot of things they know they can do, what they can get away with, what they can't get away with. And then there's stuff that, yeah, a bit rough. I think there's just a lot of nerves, a lot of Sonix trying to make something happen.
That wasn't even rough for Sonix. That was incredibly smart of a bait by Miya. Because throughout the rest of this set, Miya has just been sitting throwing Chef on ledge. And so Sonix has been get-up attacking that. Now, Miya throws the first 2 bits of bacon and then immediately goes in shield, knowing that Sonix was just not like fully ready to react, going to get-up attack, and then Miya could get that down tilt off the atrocious angle on it and murder him for it.
Right. And that is just sort of that, you know, conditioning almost, and just like sort of pattern recognition that really comes into play in the longer sets, because you get so many more interactions sort of on the ledge, because as good as the advantage state is, both these characters have really good options to find a way around the sort of ledge pressure that the opponent's putting out. So then you have to kind of like bait out certain options and punish accordingly, which I think Miya's been doing phenomenally so far.
We do have a power-up coming in, though, because we're back to FD, and we have Live and Learn playing in the background. So
that's
watch
really
out.
what we needed.
Watch out.
I hope he's learned, for sure.
Learn to live.
Because he's not going to be living too much longer if he hasn't learned.
Oh, looks like he's learned something, and I think he's taking a slightly different approach. Although one we kind of saw in the last game, definitely
Can
looking
we break
for...
the record for no hits?
Oh, okay. See, this time it was Miya.
Wow.
And look at what a mistake, apparently. You know?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though.
What a mistake by Sonix for hitting him.
I remember in the second game, we had such a huge start from Sonix, and then it just took a few hits from Miya, and then I think it was the down smash to the up smash, right?
Oh, okay. Nice little roll in to get around that grab. Big forward air.
Spacing perfectly around Miya's falling back air as well. Now getting the spring, not quite into the F smash though. And that late hit and air on ledge has been so dangerous to Miya throughout all this, but he's definitely caught onto the timing and he's not falling for it anymore. Might be falling to this one though, as Sonix connects with the F smash, and the crowd is loving it actually.
Yeah, that one also a little bit of a hypnotizing spin on it. It looks like Miya kind of got caught in the confusion, jumping up into it, and there's that Chef into down smash, another implementation or adaptation right there, and it's so good.
There's so many layers to the mix that Sonix is paralyzed. He doesn't know what to do when he has Chefs at ledge, and everything goes wrong.
The Arby's, man, he has the meats, you know?
Shut up.
I've said that a million times.
I know.
It's the first time you're mad about it.
I know, because I've heard it too many
It's crazy
times.
because you're going to keep owing me on stream, and as soon as we go off stream, I'm destroying you for wife.
Okay, looking for a big swing right there with the down smash. We're back to the game. We're looking for some pretty safe approaches here from Sonix. Now that we have the lead, which is not something we were able to say about the previous game, you are familiar.
You know this phrase.
You know the vibe.
Exactly.
It's actually funny. We were talking about the other day too about how some things people just are not well liked, or a certain piece of media is not well liked, but a couple of memes can just change the perception.
Yeah,
and that's kind of how like Sonix has been viewed at some points. It's been a bit vilified. Nothing
Where his
against him
heel
as a
turn
person.
came.
Yeah,
Right. But then the You Know the Vibes being started nonstop, and people have turned around a lot.
The PR team went crazy.
Exact same with like between Smash 4 and Ultimate, all the Debuzz copy pastas.
Right,
Yes.
right.
People don't know how much like everybody hated Debuzz.
Ooh, okay, good route. I love that.
Goodbye, homing attack.
No.
Unbelievable. Even the crowd gasping as that helmet swung, but good
Like,
route from
the,
Sonix.
The wind from the helmet was like gracing Sonic's shoes.
Is really good, really
I
good
love slow walks, I'm
adaptation. By the way, off of that ledge to get around the Chef that we've been seeing so far. Sonix now doing the wall jump, which is really mixing up Miya a bit. So
Right as the chorus hits too.
right. Yeah, there's something about this song. I don't know.
Dude,
Miya doesn't speak English, does he know?
Sonic fans in general, they get the weirdest power-ups off like the smallest things, man.
Ooh, okay.
Sonic's now like he's like, I'm not dealing with ledge at all.
Right.
I'm staying away from this game.
Yeah, Miya just kind of holding down center stage, trying to chase or trace the Sonic approach, but it's just not really able. Oh my God! What? I did not expect that to hit, let alone take the stock in such a explosive fashion. Miya probably looking to fade back and avoid the aerial, and then just flying into the blast zone. And Sonic's renewed vigor now, playing with a lot of energy here with the 3-1 lead.
I do think too that like I think you're starting to see a little bit of frustration from Miya, and like he's trying to like. There's that one time he did a very slow walk, a couple steps, right? Just trying to, again, just it's a weird thing to be very frustrating, right? And I think this goes so far in Sonic's favor going into Game 5. Like, I assume we're going to get a Game 5 here, but who knows? Game & Watch is a man of...
Judge.
Oh, can you imagine? Oh, my God. But, like, the thing is like, that frustration can carry over very heavy to that Game 5, and Sonic thrives in those scenarios.
Right,
so.
right. Yeah, that's why I never like to, you know, count the chickens in a matchup like this. Player to player and character to character, there's so many things that will all come to fruition in whatever game it ends up being in. It looks like it's going to be 5. The crowd getting excited as Sonix takes it with another fantastic forward air off of the ledge, which he has been finding so well throughout the set, like sneaking under the landing fares from Miya and still finding the Sonic forward air.
Yeah.
So slick.
And it's crazy because, like, again, it's not even just the frustrating gameplay, it's a strong 3-stock showing as well. Right. So, again, there's, like, so much that carries over in this Game 5. There's mentality. Sonix is probably feeling very good, especially after his last 2 games. I wasn't the third game in particular, a lot of sloppiness going on. So, like, the fact that he's able to compose himself, just get right back to playing the game, getting back to knowing what he knows best is huge. I'm super excited for that.
But just because most of the crowd is in Sonic's favor doesn't mean Miya is alone. I do see Akola cheering him on, watch right next to him as well. Miya's definitely got his fans out in the crowd and in the Twitch chat as well. So it's definitely like nobody's alone out here at Supernova 2024 as we go into this Game 5.
Another thing I've just realized too, that these are actually 2 very big proponents of online as well. Like Sonic literally blabs in delay for online, and then Miya, I remember the first time he beat Aqua, one of his first big tournaments, he literally goes, "You smashed me!" Like, literally play online. And a lot of people are like, this is the most insane thing ever. But, like, if you look at, like, their stature, where they're at in the rankings, where they are in this tournament, like, yes, maybe it's not the most preferred position being down here in Losers Top 24, but they grind online, and they're here for a reason.
Yeah. And both of them have been on a long losers run as well, especially Miya. Miya lost in Winners Top 64, and I think I was looking at the run, would have to complete the hardest losers run ever to win this tournament.
Dude, it's insane. It is so insane.
He literally, so I'm going to read just top 24. Okay. In order to win this tournament, or actually, in order to get into top 8, I'll start with just that as this game is getting started.
Yeah.
Miya has to defeat Shuton, Sonix, Tweak.
Wow. All right, I don't know. It's going to be a tall order to say the least, but it looks like Miya is ready to get that order started. 66 after this first opening nair with the platform assist. Could be big, but Sonix finds a way around it. And I think this is a very interesting thing about this matchup in particular. It looked really bad for Miya last game. It looked like Sonix was doing wonderful things, but it's because that sort of momentum that you get in this like war of attrition. Sonix had the lead and then kept the lead. But now that Miya has the lead, it is a very different dynamic here in Game 5. The platforms are not in play at the moment, but they could definitely change the dynamic as well. So.
And just look at the fact that we're a minute and a half into the game and Sonix has yet to even get a hit in on Miya. It's so scary, demoralizing for something like this to happen to you, and Miya is more than content to play the long game against Sonix. He's just not going to let him get in until it's absolutely necessary, and the clock just keeps on running.
Right. 5 minutes on the clock now, and still not a single % on Miya, and not a stock taken across the board. Finally, Sonix tries to make something happen, and then still just immediately goes back to the corner to maybe reassess that approach. Oh, okay.
Small mistake. That's literally what this game has been the entire set play. One small mistake can cost you so much. And granted, that one was a smaller punish, but still, I mean, Sonix just continues to take a lot of damage here. Now 98%. Hasn't really gotten much for himself.
Finally, though, connecting, and the crowd immediately starts cheering as soon as Sonix gets any semblance of percent onto Miya. It ends quickly at only 46, but Sonix, now that he has an inroads, he's actually going to be a lot more confident going for these approaches against Miya, as you already see. He's now content to just spin dash over and underneath Miya instead of standing on the opposite side of the stage.
Yeah, the problem is, though, Miya has kind of scouted a couple of them out with these back airs that we almost saw connect right there. So if Sonix makes too many predictable approaches, Miya is ready to capitalize with that back air, which just racks up the damage and has some pretty solid knockback too. Sonix does not want to get caught off of the stage either. We saw how good Miya has been at the ledge.
Yeah. The reaction gameplay here too from Sonix of just like his movement and knowing like what options he has in any scenario that Miya puts in place. Dude, Miya's so terrifying to fight against. Oh my god.
Jab forward smash is so scary. I don't know how Sonic's can approach after that near miss.
The thing is, though, that if an Elite Smash Game & Watch did that to me, I would laugh at them. If Miya did that to me, I would cry. But Miya might be the one crying here as Sonic connects with the back air. Miya's quite barely alive. Sonic's still looking to close it out on the ledge here, and he's going to be able to get the late hit in air, but Miya's too high for
That was
that
so,
combo
oh my god.
into the back air, and Miya survives through all of it and resets, gets the down smash for the stock.
But you know what? After all this time, too, we're still at 109%. Sonic's now on the advantage state, going to be looking to close out this stock here. Takes 1.2% because of the blast zone, but look at this pressure. 117. Can he find a way to get the stock out of here and even things right back up?
He is trying right now. Miya's so good at the nairs, a great combo starter, and the up air is going to keep the vertical pressure up as well. Sonic's stuck off stage now, only 40%, finds some footing, but still now stuck on the right side. Another nair from Miya. The combo keeps going. Look at all this damage rack up. Sonix, please find the platform. Thank you.
Something that's usually so good for Sonix too, being able to cross up on shield. It works for him this time, but so often it's getting him punished by Miya's nairs, and that is a terrifying prospect for his game plan. He's going to be able to get that stock off, and only 69.7 on him. It's a nice percent to be at for now. And he can survive.
And something to really take into consideration here is Sonix needs to start setting himself up for a timeout scenario. We are 2.5 minutes left in this game, and we're at 2 stocks, a healthy 2 stocks.
Yeah, it's going to be tough right now. We're going back to some, slower pace gameplay. Miya, though, big up special to break up the combo, but that small misstep got punished. Back to neutral, though. It's so tense right now. What
Oh,
an up smash!
he actually went for it. He's not going to be able to chase up with the fair or the back air. And Miya, the dare back down to the platform, sends Sonix high, and he gets caught by the back air. It's not quite the stock. Town and City, despite the small blast zones, it's not enough to kill, and the air dodge gets Sonix to safety. He's inches away from the chair!
The late hit nair is so dangerous, but it's so perfectly spaced. Sonic is still trying to make some stuff happen, even in the disadvantage. Miya swinging right now with these forward airs, trying to find a nice, easy stock. Huge parry, but good option to put the shield back up. And Sonix, what a scramble!
Dude, this is so terrifying right now.
Oh my
God! A dash back F smash for the stock. He's now got a lead. 1 minute 30 on the clock. 90 freaking seconds.
Dude, and look, he's getting all this extra credit here. The crowd, you can hear them, they're starting to go crazy. We got a timeout scenario coming up, but we might not even see that the way that Sonic has just reinvigorated himself. So much advantage state. Misses the homing attack, though.
Miya, though, still has a great opportunity here. Parries the spring, tries to catch Sonix's landing, and he's going to be continuing to do what he did so well throughout the rest of the set. Shark those landings as Sonix tries to cross your shield, as Sonix tries to get around, and now the crowd chanting, time him out. Sonix might not need to, though, as he chases Miya straight into the corner. The spin dash sends her the wrong way. Miya's dead. He dodges!
Oh, you could have got the grab right there. Could have gone for the back throw. Okay, we see the spin dash to the other side of the stage. The meats are coming out, but no way to close it out. We get the stock, and this is a last stock sale. That's 99%. A judgment would be absolutely insane.
And remember, Game & Watch Judge is a comeback mechanic. In the last 5 seconds of a match, you have a 50-50 chance of nining somebody.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! He almost went
came out too. I am on.
Dude, he knows exactly. He knows he's going for it, man. The fact that he had a 9 already landed, though, and that, it didn't land, but he threw it out.
Yes,
it's out. That's such a stark reminder, but we're getting into our last 15 seconds. Again, he goes for it.
13, 12. It's going to keep going, and Miya's only hope now is to avoid Sonix's kill options. Sonix's only hope is to run the hell away. 4, 3, 2, 1, and he's safe. Sonix is going to eliminate Miya, the number 2 player in the world, at 13th place. A timeout game 5, a huge pop from the crowd, and a huge pop from Sonix as he continues in this bracket.
He might have taken his time, but he's certainly rolling around at the speed of sound, and he's got places to go, and that's the next round of this bracket.
An unbelievable nail biter. It was so methodical down to the last second. I loved watching both of them play to their outs, play to their win conditions. Even that judgment that we saw miss was something that I had to respect. Great stuff from Miya, a wonderful show, but Sonix with the persistence, the patience, the endurance for that just epic of a Game 5 set.
Can we get a round of applause for what Miya has had to go through in this bracket to get this far, though? Seriously, give it up to Miya. We really appreciate him coming all the way out here. Just